New weekend, new movie. I saw Wonka. Let's talk about it. You know, I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I really liked Wonka. I'm not afraid to say it. I liked this movie a lot. December is really bringing out some great movies. Now, I really liked it. It's starring that actor. What's his name? Timothy? Is it him?
Yee, yee, skirt! Yee, yee, skirt, skirt, skirt! Roll up!
No. Chalamet? Is it him?
Drip, splash, water, drip, splash, splash, drip, water, splash, splash, drip.
It's Timothy Chalamet. That's who it is. You know, the guy from Dune. No, honestly, I loved this movie. You have to remember, you going into this movie and you are suspending disbelief of reality, and it's great. It's a kid's movie. You have to remember that going in, and I tell you, honestly, it's probably one of the better feelings I've had at a theater in a long time. I haven't been to a popular kids movie in a long time. Well, I'm not counting Barbie. But this one, alright, so I'm sitting in the theater, and this lady beside me and a couple ladies down the way they're really getting into this movie. I mean, I was really getting into this movie too, and you know, there's parts where you start to hear the very familiar theme of the original Willy Wonka. And they would start to sing along. And it was just like, it sounds silly, but it brought goosebumps to me. It did. It was great. I really did enjoy this movie. It's star-studded. It had Olivia Colman, Patterson Joseph, Matt Lucas, Keegan-Michael Key, and Rowan Atkinson, and of course, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant did an amazing job as an Oompa Loompa. Now, we don't see one guy doing all the Oompa Loompa stuff. And what I mean by that is, so we had the most beloved, well, not the most beloved, but a very well-beloved movie with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And then they brought in Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We're going to pretend that that one didn't exist. Just like you had Ghostbusters. And then you had The One. But then you had Afterlife. Such a great movie, just like this one. This is a prequel. This is not Willy Wonka after the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is him becoming Willy Wonka, the chocolate maker. This movie was great. It had plenty of musical numbers. It had a lot of great callbacks. Enough to really give you those goosebumps from when you were a kid. And, you know, it's enough to suck in to bring in new kids into the lore of Willy Wonka. Now, it had that same feel, it had that same vibe. You're in London, just like in the original one, and it's got a lot of comedic parts to it, but it's also very dark, a lot darker than you would think. But let me say this, I really want you to go see this movie. This movie should make a lot of money this weekend. It should make a lot of money, period. I want you to see this movie. I want you to tell me after you see it if you liked it. Because I've seen some up and down reviews, but this movie, it's good. There's no getting around it. It might be on my top 12. I've got 2 movies in the last couple weeks that I've put up. Godzilla -1 and now this one. So, now that I'm just bragging over this movie, I didn't have anything to do with it, but I want you to know, come back here next week, whenever I put out another one, and I want you to like me, subscribe to me, and go see my good buddy Blair Bass at Carolina Reviews. Until next time, I'll see you at the movies, everybody.